according to Boxing Scene, Sergey Lipinets Manager, speaking on his behalf, they're not happy that, Julius Indongo was granted the exception to unify with Terence Crawford. They're not happy at all. And it's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We about to enter that real boxing talk with that boxer clinic. And, sour apples, he's going on record crying that they didn't get their shot at the IBF title. He was ranked number 1. He earned a shot, 12-0, 10 knockouts, whoop-de-blam, He's mad that Julius Indongo didn't take on him and chose to unify. And IBF granted Julius Indongo an exception. Now, we talked about this. IBF was going to strip Indongo if he didn't fight Lipinets, and somehow, Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum was able to work their promotional magic and keep this as an undisputed fight. Now, nobody really knows who Sergey Lipinets is. Some people do, the hardcore fans. I guess he's a Eastern European fighter. I watched him a little bit. Fights behind the shoulder. Good pop. Decent fighter. He done sparred with Victor Ortiz. Jose Benavidez Jr. He fought Lydell Rhodes. You remember him from the Money Team, and then moving to Freddie Roach, beat him. So he has a solid resume for a guy with only 12 fights. So he ain't been cherry picking no bullshit. And could he beat Julius Indongo? Probably so. He might can. That'd be a solid fight as well. But his manager said that after this, this ain't gonna be no broken hand promises and no bullshit like that. Said they will get their shot. They was promised from the IBF, and he said he bet 100 to 1 odds that whoever holds that belt wins this fight is going to drop that belt and move on. It's going to be a big fuck you from Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn. And I agree. Terence Crawford win this fight. What he got to prove to fight Sergey Lipinets? We ready for him to move up or fight Adrian Broner and Mikey Garcia. Ain't nobody give a fuck about the IBF and watching him fight Sergey Lipinets and beating the shit out of Lipinets. Lipinets really want to fight Crawford. Move your ass to 147 after Crawford move up. With Indongo, maybe Indongo lose. He don't take a bad beating. He can fight for his motherfucker IBF versus Lipinets again. If that's what he chooses to do, if he loses to Crawford, it makes sense. If he wants to jump back and try to get his world title right back versus Lipinets, as long as he don't take too much bad damage. But they say, the IBF said the winner of this only got 90 days after the fight to fight Sergey Lipinets November 17th. After fighting a hard-fought unification bout, Terence Crawford ain't turning around that quick and getting no TV day from ESPN. And Lipinets ain't got no pull like that. He been fighting on Showbox and Bounce TV. So I don't know. I don't think he got the juice like that to pull no TV day like that. So Crawford is probably going to move on and probably move to 147. And if Jeff Horn and Pacquiao don't fight, he probably going to be fighting for Jeff Horn's title, beat the shit out of Jeff Horn, become welterweight champion, 3-time champion in 3 different weight classes. So it makes sense. Maybe him and Dongo can get it on. But Sergey Lipinets Manager talking all that shit like he the fucking he Costa Azul or he Floyd Mayweather some shit at 140 or Miguel Cotto. Ain't nobody checking for him. Nobody give a fuck about his title shot. If they would have stripped Indongo or made Indongo fight Sergey Lipinets, wouldn't nobody give a fuck, you know what I mean? And I don't think Terence Crawford would have fought Julius Indongo unless it was for the lineal undisputed championship. Now Eddie Hearn has the option on Indongo, and he probably worked this magic with the IBF like he usually does and made this fight happen. It's a bigger and better fight. The IBF get a better cut of the purse than the Sergey Lipinets fight. Lipinets can wait this motherfucking turn with his crybaby ass manager. Don't know anybody checking for him. You got to build yourself up. And he a solid fighter. And like I said, he didn't went through a decent amount of tests. But you can wait till November 17th and fight for a vacant title. Crawford knock your ass out anyway.